What's going on, everyone? So tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this video, might even be today, but we are expected to get I Know What You Did Last Summer trailer. This would be awesome if we could get this. There's a little kind of brief teaser going around that's just the Hookman's boots, some screaming, and then trailer tomorrow. So hopefully that's the case, because just to put this, we've had several times with films where a trailer was supposed to drop and it didn't. So just keep that in mind, like something got moved or postponed. But assuming we get it tomorrow, that would be great. Now, a couple things about that, right? The biggest one, don't show who the killer is, right? Like, if you are old enough to remember the original I Know What You Did Last Summer and the sequel, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, and the trailer, there are literal shots where, because they're from the movie, there are literal shots where you can see the killer's face. You can get a pretty decent look. Yeah, they try to have the slicker up, right? But you can still make out the killer's face, right? So hopefully that's something that they don't do. Also, just trailers in general, particularly horror trailers, tend to give away too much of the meat and potatoes, right? Horror trailers tend to kind of, drop the ball in that regard. And I hope that that's something that they don't do with this upcoming I Know What You Did Last Summer, right? We just need little hits, little doses. Right? Great example is the Final Destination trailer. I thought they did a really good job of giving you just enough to get pumped, just enough to get excited, cut a couple scenes off right when, things are starting to look like they're going to get good. So that way your imagination can kind of get running a little bit. You kind of, have your thoughts of how that's going to go and how that's going to break down, especially the family, barbecue scene, right? I thought the Final Destination trailer did a really good job of just giving you enough to get you pumped and excited, right? I understand that there is this balance that studios have to make, right? There's people like myself and many of you watching this video that we don't need a trailer, we don't need anything. We're just going to go watch it. We're fans of the franchise, or, we just love horror, period. So we're just going to go, you're going to go see every horror movie that comes out, no matter what, right? They're not trying to necessarily use trailers and stuff to target people like us, right? Because they know there's going to be a majority of people, or, a certain number of people that are going to go and watch this film no matter what we do. As soon as they're aware of it, boom, they're in the theaters, right? But there is a large majority, there is a large group of people that you have to kind of entertain and get pumped and excited for, or, add that familiarity, or, people that are just getting introduced to the franchise, and you're trying to find that balance of getting them sucked in, getting them drawn in, getting them excited about this upcoming film, while also not ruining things for those that are fans. And this I Know What You Did Last Summer in particular it has so much mystery behind it. I don't want to lose that, right? That's one of the things that I'm most excited for about this film is we have no idea who or what the killer is going to be, right? The original I Know What You Did Last Summer, you kind of knew, right? Group of kids hit somebody, that person comes back for revenge. That was the premise. That was the idea. That was the story. It was kind of okay, who is it going to be the guy that they hit? Is it a family member? Right? There was some level of questions but for the most part, we all kind of knew going into that film that hey, this is going to be as straightforward as that sounds, right? Kids hit somebody, he doesn't die, he comes back for revenge, right? Well, this go around, yes, they're kind of using the same idea, but if you don't give away who the killer is, and you don't kind of reveal certain key elements about this film like they did in the original, then now you reach a point where you still maintain that level of mystery, that level of excitement, to where it's okay, how is this going to go? How is that going to go? What are they going to do here? What are they going to do there? And who the killer is, right? You have this group, it's not going to be Ray or Julie, but you're going to have this group. Is it anybody in that group? right? Is it one of the kids that, you know, was involved, right? Kind of like how they, in the original, they tried to make like Ray, oh, it was Ray all along, and then you find out that it wasn't, right? Do they actually kind of swing into that route and go the route of like, oh, it is somebody in the core group? You know, is it a family member? Is it the person they got the accident with, right? Is it somebody completely you know, irrelevant, right? Like that we're going to learn and be introduced to in the actual film itself. That is just like, you know, that was familiar, right? Blanking on the name in this video, but the guy from The Big Bang Theory, right? Like his character, completely blanking on his name. But like him, he, like, there was a lot of questions, like, is he the killer? But then he ends up getting hooked in the ice, you know, where he's working, right? So it was like, is he somebody that's completely, you know, removed from that original situation? But it's like, okay, is he kind of, maybe he's the one involved, maybe he found out because he, you know, rolled up that night or something, right? Like you have this form in this level of mystery that I hope that they kind of maintain and don't ruin in this trailer. To me, keep the trailer straightforward. To me, keep the trailer, you know, as best engaged as possible. You know, obviously you got to show some stuff. You got to, you know, it is a slasher film, but nothing's worse to me personally. You know, some people might love it, but nothing's worse to me than when you get the Cliff Note version of a film in the trailer, right? I'm not somebody that is against spoilers or anything like that, especially somebody that's in this space, right? Talking about horror movies, I'm analyzing, I'm giving theories, I'm doing breakdowns and all that stuff. Like, I tend to get stuff spoiled, right? So me having things spoiled, I'm not really worried about spoilers. I don't, it's comes with the territory, comes with the job. But when you're watching a trailer, right? Like I'm not going into the trailer, you know, wanting, anticipating, or expecting to get spoiled. And, you know, it's like you see a lot of these trailers, it's not just horror, it's just things in general, but you see some of these trailers and it's like, well, I guess I could take my time to watch the movie because I just saw everything I needed to see, right? I got everything that I needed to get. I got the dose that I was looking for, right? So to me, I would rather see them just keep it nice, keep it tight, don't need to get too crazy, kind of give the introduction to the characters and stuff like that. Show, you know, Julie and Ray one time or whatever. You have a quick little scene with that Hookman, you know, popping up, somebody screaming and yelling and running, and, you know, boom, you're done, right? Like, I don't think you need to do anything too crazy. I don't think you need to make this like some grand spectacle, give us the Cliff Note version of the film and all these other things. Just keep it simple, keep it straightforward, and, you know, let's check out this film, right? So anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you agree? Do you think like, yes, please don't ruin this. Don't give us the Cliff Note version of the film. Do you think, no, like you got to give something, got to get people excited about this film in some capacity. How do you feel about trailers? What do you want to see in the trailer? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are. Either way, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. It's me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.